Hello friends, good morning. We are talking about the list in the previous session. So we are going to start with the list. Today we are going to have some programs, but before that, let us have a quick revision of the list. What is list? Collection of heterogeneous homogeneous items. Say it can contain different items at different indexes. It has two things, elements and indexes. Now, friends, you know how to write the list, how to do it, how to update, how to add an item. So let us move us with our favorite software, Thony for you. In that, we are going to do some programs on the list, which we have done. We have done some programs yesterday, and now we are going to do something today. So my first program is program to count the numbers in a given range. Okay, so we have to count the numbers, means the numbers inside the range. So what I will do, I will just make a function def, make a count function, as I have to count. In this I will take list, then I will take length, then I will take a. Okay, now next thing is I will take a variable c, declare it with 0. Now I have to traverse the list, means I have to go through each and every element first so that I can count. Okay, so we can write it as for x in LST or list 1, whatever we have taken. Now press and enter. Now write c is equal to c plus 1. Counter, c is called the counter. Hey, c हमने किस लिए यूज किया है? For counting. अब यहाँ पे क्या किया? We have incremented the counting. Right, c is equal to c plus 1. Now what we can do, come here, I will return the value of c. Now what, friends, we will go to driver mode or driver code. Now I will define a list. LST is equal to, now list may contain any number of elements, say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 40, 40, 60, 70. Right? Now L is equal to 40. Two variables which I have passed. R is equal to 80, means first and the last number. Now print. What I have to print? I have to print the count function taken over there. LST, L, R. Now let us run the program. What it will get? Count list. Why it is giving the error? Print count. I have taken the count function, so I have taken the right thing. Remember to put the proper braces. Okay, now let us again see. It is 9, so we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How it is working? Now I have defined a function called count, in which a list is taken, some value L and R are taken. Right? Now c is equal to 0 is for counting. Now I have traversed the list. This is called traversing the list. As we are going through everything, this is called traversing the list. Right? So what we have taken any linear value 40, we have taken any value R, so we are going to do this way. Okay, so it will count the number of elements. Now friends, we can make it in a different way also. The same thing I will copy from the previous program. I will go through this. Right, now first what I will do, I will define the functions in def count LST, L, R. Now look at the minor differences we are going to make here. Now in return, what I am going to do is length of, now I have used length function. Now what length function is doing? Length function is giving us the real number of elements. Now list, now I will put all the formulas inside it. Right, like list I have taken now x for x in range Okay, in we have to check for x in I have taken LST, right? If 1 is less than equal to x is less than equal to r. Okay, now it is not, I think it is the L. This is the formula we have set. You might see that it will get us to an error or what. We will copy it. Okay, now we will write the driver code for it. Now I will define a list. LST is equal to same. I will take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 40, 40, 60, 70. Right now L is equal to, I will put any element 40, R is equal to 80, print, same thing, count, LST, L, R. Now we count list, it will be 6. So what we have done, we have just summarized the formula into one. What I have done, I have summarized my formula. Let me open the next program. Look, for x in list 1, I have summarized the formula that for x, we have taken a variable. Now in the list, for x in list, if this L is less than equal to x is less than equal to R, we have taken the same thing in the list. So क्या करें, L R से छोटा हो, L X X वो नंबर ले लिया हमने जो ट्रेवर्स कर रहे हैं, so it will be 6. So answer will be 6. That is, it will traverse all the values that lie between 40 to 80. Now let us look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will traverse all the values lying between L and R. So this is as simple as we can do. Now my next program for you is to generate a random number. Now friends, this is a very unique thing. You are going to have generate random numbers with a given range and store in a list. Okay, now for that, what we have to do, we have to import a module called random. We have imported random module. Okay, now after that, what we have to do, now first we have to make a function for the, we take rand, taking it as start, comma end, comma none. Now I have taken 3 parameters, start, comma end, comma num. Now I will write what it is stands for. First, what we are going to do, we are going to have a function to generate and append, right? Means we have to add in the list also. Start is equal to starting range, end is equal to end range, and num we have taken as the number of elements, right? So I have defined a function. Now I will take empty list now R, because we will add according to us. Now for j in range, I will write it here num, because up to num it will work. R dot append, now I will write random dot rand. Okay, now what values I will want? I will want integer values, so rand int. I will put here a small braces, then type start, comma end. Right now look at the number of braces I have taken. It is over. Now the function will be there to return what we will get. Return R. Now we will write the driver mode or driver code. So for driver code, I will define the num as 10, or you can take it as user input. Starting range I will give 20, end range I will give 40, and then I will just print the function I have taken, rand start comma end comma num, end comma num. Now let me save it for you and we will see what are the errors, what are the problems. Random number list. Look, it has generated a random order between 20 to 40. Now it is random. We have given only the start range and the end range. It has picked the values by default. Now if you want that values are to be entered by the user, then you can write input, enter the number of elements. In start, if you want int input, enter the start value. Now we will run it. So I want 20, range I will specify 1 and 5. So what will be my answer? Look, the answer will be 54121. Now it means however the small range will be, means the start value and the end value will however small, it will give you the answer. If I will take as 10 elements between 1 to 2, it will give 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 1. So randomly it will pick and do it. So now let us see how the program works for you for generating random number. First, we have defined a function called random, in which I have given the start value, the end value, and the number of elements. Right? Now I have taken an empty list in which I have taken up to num, means the number of elements up to the for loop will run. R.append random.rand int start is start end, return R. Now I have returned this, appended the value of this in the form of integer value. Now num is equal to int input, enter the number of elements, start is equal to int input, enter the start value, then we have taken the end value. So in this way this has been done. Now let us move to a very small program, which is to check whether a list exists or not. Now whether the list existed or not. What we now here we will create list with the list. So I will take a list within the list. It means we have to create list within the list 1 2 1 1 comma 1 comma 2. Again I will take 2 comma 3 comma 4. Again I will take 1 comma 2 comma 3. Again I will take 4 comma 5 comma 6. Right? Now these are lists within the list. Now we have to apply list search. So what I will do, I will make a list search in which I have taken list 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2. Now here your membership operator will be used. What I will write, if lst underscore, this is the significance of membership operator we have studied in I. Then what we will print it's available, else print it's not. Now that's it from my side. I will just save it and run it for you.